life is never right, and I'm Carmelo Cotton, and I'm back with another reaction. Today we're gonna be reacting to News Daddy. This video just got posted 6 minutes ago, so I got to react. But yeah, shout out to my guy Dylan Page, and yeah, let's get into this reaction.
I have left the Empire's HQ. Donald Trump has attempted to close the airspace of another country, and now there's fears of imminent strikes. PewDiePie needs to be stopped because that man is making us look like degenerates. The #1 Christian artist in the world is AI. Saudi Arabia's futuristic city in the desert is in big
They're doing that line.
Dead in Asia after they were hit with a once in a 300-year storm, and one man is going on a nationwide tour, single-handedly arming America's homeless population, and so much more.
A few moments later,
and I will honor a petition way under the 5K threshold, and I will bake a corn casserole when I arrive home from tour Asia. So let's stop the yapping and let's go.
Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to his page. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Let me show you guys how easy it is. Look, like right there. And don't forget to hit that bell on all. And yeah, let's get into this reaction.
Okay, as you can tell, yes, we're holding a microphone. It's going to be a little bit hard. So let's start today with some pretty serious news coming out of, you guessed it, the USA. When is there never news coming out of the US? Donald Trump posted a tweet last night, and now everyone is asking, is there gonna be all-out war between Venezuela and the United States? Only Trump could post something like that. Now, the reason being, Trump wrote on Truth Social, to all airlines, pilots, drug dealers, human traffickers, please consider the airspace above and surrounding Venezuela to be closed in its entirety. Bro is closing down other countries' airspace. Now, he didn't specify exactly what this means.
How'd you close down their airspace?
A senior military analyst and a former NATO Supreme Allied Commander told CNN.
We should read into it that strikes are very probably going to occur over the course of this week.
Hey, see, via Webex and Cisco. I worked with Cisco before, and working and being around people who have a lot of money and stuff and having that power and shit, being around those people with money, real money and power and like in high positions, you gotta put a smile on your face, but they're the rudest people ever, bro. Power and that power dynamic is fucking has no moral, and it's crazy how much power America has to be able to close another country's airspace. Like,
and on top of that, Trump on Thanksgiving, what a way to celebrate Thanksgiving, said to the armed forces that strikes on Venezuela's land are going to be happening very soon, which would massively escalate this. You stupid. Because, as you know, we've reported on this in the past, but over the past couple of months, the US has built its military presence around that area, and they've carried out at least 21 strikes on boats now. Remember that when the first one hit and everyone was like, oh my god? There's been 20 more. This has now killed 80 people. On top of that, the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, he posted...
Who the fuck posted that? This is the craziest thing. How we got politicians, bro. Politicians fucking posting shit like this on Twitter.
They've only just begun to kill narco-terrorists. The BBC reported that the US has also deployed the world's largest air carrier, the USS General Ford, and about 15,000 troops to within striking distance of Venezuela. That makes it the largest deployment that the US has had in the...
Oh, this the shit off Marvel. Yeah, this the shit off Marvel, bro. They was fighting on this one. This shit right here, bro. Look how big the alright.
Just the military. So that if the time comes, everyone, not just the army, can defend and their lives.
She big as hell. Venezuela is giving people guns training just in case America tries something.
Are we? If the US actually attacks. A lot of people are going to say this, but, you know, the one thing that the US...
We're not going to hear about nothing. Nope. It's going to be silent. Look, we hearing about this, but shit. Oh my gosh. I just don't know, bro. It's hard to believe everything. It's hard not to believe nothing. But I need to see shit for myself. I swear.
Has stated as their main goals is one, obviously stopping
scary,
drug
though.
trafficking, which is the reason for all those bombs on the boats. But secondly, they really want Maduro, their president, to be gone. In fact, they've even put a $50 million bounty on his arrest. That is more than they've ever put on any other human being ever. That's double what they offered for Osama bin Laden. Just put that in perspective. Now, a couple other minor things that complicate the situation is that Venezuela has also got the largest proven crude oil reserves in
That's like not even close, right? Ain't that like not even close?
the world. It's like 300 billion plus barrels, which is more than Saudi. But, funny little thing, their production of that oil, which is actually going out, is very minimal because of, you know, mismanagement and, of course,
So they got the most oil, but they're not actually giving out oil. You see? Look how low it is. Saudi Arabia is actually giving shit out.
sanctions. And then there's also the little
Venezuela
fact that,
got all that
Venezuela is
oil.
allies with Russia, which
Makes sense,
NATO,
bro.
which the US is part of, sees as a very big threat. So an actual strike from the US to Venezuela would, I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate.
Imagine being a soldier and you got the president telling you, yeah, you just got to go to Venezuela, just knock out a couple of them. And then come back home, grab some oil, and you'll be good. Be back by Christmas. Shit, you better protect your family, bro. Get a gun, bro.
But if it does happen, boys, strap in, because we're gonna have a pretty crazy next couple of videos. But hopefully, it's all just talk. And knowing Trump, it could be
Hopefully.
180 tomorrow, and they
Hopefully
actually
it's just
are
talk.
best buds and allies. We don't know. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. But for now, so this weekend, PewDiePie really just
PewDiePie,
needs
y'all.
to be stopped, because yet again, he is rubbing it in all of our faces, yours too, that he is just winning at life. Pah. Like, come on. How many times now, huh? Do you need to just do this, making us look bad? So, let me explain. In his recent newsletter, yes, he's distinguished enough to have a newsletter. He explained how he is now leaving gaming so
He's
that he
leaving
can
gaming?
focus on his family.
Makes sense.
Alex, I bet that one hit you to your core.
Nah, for real. I believe it. When you have a family, you're still gonna want to have time for yourself. And sometimes I want to game off stream. So maybe he wants to just game off stream. Cause I know he's gonna want to still game.
PewDiePie making you look like a real slob right now. Alex has a family, and he loves a good gaming. So what do you have to say for yourself? Huh?
Yeah, I play them with my family, but we don't live in a negative Celsius environment. We rarely play.
Now this is coming from PewDiePie, a man who has built his entire career off of gaming. And so not only did he leave YouTube to go and, you know, pay more attention to his family, but now also that. He said that since becoming a dad, everything does get evaluated differently. Every hour has weight now in a way it didn't before. Couldn't relate. One of the biggest things I decided to drop, get rid of, was video games. But here's the thing, if I really wanted to, there would be plenty of time for me to play more video games. I just decided that if time is limited, I'd rather be doing something else. So I said, what are you doing with all your time, huh, PewDiePie? So I go and look on his latest video, and god damn it, it is wholesome as hell. It's just beautiful montages
chilling.
with peaceful...
See, just chilling at life, bro. And this is what I strive for, to be comfortable, be myself, just live life, bro. Like Evelyn Play said, by the beginning of next year, 10K subscribers, all platforms, and I believe it.
wholesome music in the background of him spending...
This the life my brothers are living, bro. So I'm gonna live that life too one day. I promise you. No cap.
all of this time with his loving wife and child in a peaceful village in Japan somewhere. God damn it, he's made it. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, this just proves it again. I know it's been said many times before, but PewDiePie really is a template of a YouTuber that has really done the YouTube game right. He became the biggest YouTuber in the world. Then he decided to leave before he got to that, you know, that kind of embarrassing point of you just clinging on to relevance. And so he's now got all of this.
But you already know what he said. He said,
This money that he made from his career. He decided to leave the spotlight, and now he lives in, you know, some peaceful bit in Japan. I don't know where he lives. And now he gets to spend time on what he actually thinks is important, which gets me on to my next even more infuriating thing, because this is what he does now. YouTuber PewDiePie built a $20,000 supercomputer to create his own AI model to run simulations to help scientists cure diseases. What next, huh? YouTuber PewDiePie is elected as the next Dalai Lama?
That's fire. He made that? He said he made it? Stupid.
Bro,
I mean, I didn't mean to put that one.
Before the age of 40.
That's crazy.
He's 36. To be fair, I think the most admirable
He's only
thing
36,
about
bro.
this whole situation, from my perspective, is the ability to let go of the views and the likes and the subscribers and just be like, you know what? I don't need that. I don't need a... It's like, think about Mr. Beast being able to do that. Ain't no way. Bro is gonna be making YouTube videos till he's 90. Anyway, point is, it is an ultimate glaze. PewDiePie, we aspire to be as peaceful and tranquil as you, and let it all go.
Yeah, my brother, he stay in Japan now, and he living a good life like that, bro. So I know it's gonna happen, and I'm waiting patiently, cause by 36, shit's gonna be crazy.
Oh, one day. It's gonna be a while. Moving on. Also, over the weekend, holy hell.
No, that's crazy.
Countries in Asia have been hit with absolutely devastating storms. Bro, we are talking 600 people dying from these storms. 600 is crazy.
No, that's wild.
Rain, along with tropical storms,
600 people
have caused the region's worst flooding in years, with millions of people affected in Malaysia, Thailand, and Sri Lanka. In fact, I head to Malaysia tomorrow for, you know, News Daddy Asia tour, which I'll give you an update on end of this video.
Oh, he's gonna be there tomorrow.
Thailand received 335 millimeters of rain in one day. That is the heaviest downpour ever recorded in the region. Ever. Last week we had the first volcano eruption in recorded human history. Now this, because of the devastation that caused, one hospital in that city, Het Yai, employees were forced to move bodies to refrigerated trucks because the morgue became so overwhelmed.
Whoa.
One resident said that we were stuck in the water for 7 days and no agency came to help. Just imagine the pruning. 7 days in the water. And if 600 people dead wasn't crazy enough, hundreds are still missing. So this death toll
hundreds are still missing, bro.
If anyone
That's
is
so
watching
scary.
from these affected countries, just know that the Empire is keeping you in our thoughts. Stay safe.
Yeah. Be careful if you're traveling, y'all.
A man is traveling around the USA right now, handing out bottles of alcohol and machetes to the homeless people. What the hell? So
alcohol and machetes.
his name is Keith Castello, and he goes by the name POV Wolfie on TikTok and Instagram. And he essentially posts videos of himself going from city to city, handing out weapons and alcohol, along with the caption, "Keeping the homeless in the streets." Which I'll just let you guys interpret whatever the hell that means. Now, he was asked by the New York Post why he's doing it and if giving out these items are dangerous. He responded, "Honestly, I don't even care, bro. It's good for..."
I have plans to go to Vegas, Skid Row, LA soon.
The clicks and
I should be in New York in January.
views, you know, do what we have to do so we can
crazy.
eat.
You stupid.
God damn. He said that he also spoke to the police about handing out all of these machetes, and they assured him that he wasn't doing anything illegal.
Look, that being said, he wasn't doing anything illegal. I understand that's not illegal, but it's like you getting niggas alcohol and a weapon. They start fighting over that alcohol and they all got a machete. I understand like what he's doing. It's gonna keep him safe. Like they got a machete to, it's not just to protect themselves, cut up the wood for their fire. They could do other things with that machete. So like I could understand like why it's like helping him out in a way. You know what I mean? In a way it is helping him out. Alcohol, free alcohol. It's like They don't need to be drinking. When you already tried, if you do try at least, and like you've been trying all day, shit, a fucking shot of Fireball wouldn't hurt. It might hurt the liver, but.
How is that possible? Is bro telling the truth? If anyone knows the legal code around handing out machetes to homeless people or anyone in general,
I want a
along with
machete,
bottle
though.
Of alcohol, those have got to be the two worst things to hand out. Alcohol and a machete.
Together, yeah,
That is
that's
just
crazy.
Disaster written all over it. And now he's saying the police in America say it's illegal? Something sus about that. Now, he says that he personally thinks that nothing that he's doing is immoral because he believes the homeless people will not use the blades to hurt him or anyone else. Sure, and they also won't drink the alcohol. He said, I travel around, bulk record in one city, then for my safety, go to another city. For my safety, let's not just skip over that. Do the same thing there for like
He said for my safety, go to another
2
city.
weeks, and then just kind of travel around. So yeah, one man is single-handedly arming the homeless population in America right now. Why are we not talking about this more? He told the Post that he buys these machetes in bulk for like $5 each. Is a machete
Where's these machetes? How much?
really that cheap? There's so many things that is questionable about what this guy is saying. And then he drives around with like dozens in his car at a time. And imagine the police pull him over. So what you doing with all these machetes? Just handing them out, sir. And his tour only started last month, and he's already armed the homeless of cities like Austin, New Orleans, Little Rock, but he plans to head to Vegas, Skid Row in LA, and even New York in January.
He's on his way.
This man needs to be stopped. So the question is, if he is only doing this for the likes and the clicks and the views, then should TikTok or Instagram ban him to prevent him from continuing?
Yeah, ban that, bro. Ban that nigga. They banned me, bro.
Or not? Is this something that they've got which is freedom of something or other? I don't even know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This one's a wild one. Moving on. Also this week, there's a pretty big dilemma for the
AI
Christian community
Christian.
because their number one artist right now is not human. It is AI. Number one. And I think after hearing this and reading this story, guys, I think we kind of need to come to a consensus right now before we go on any further.
Exactly.
Are we corn casseroling with AI music? Because we need to know
Corn
now.
casserole.
Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. This is Solomon Ray. He is a verified artist on Spotify. He draws over 324.
Look, I'm not surprised. Hey, last year, I had a coworker. He was talking about the AI music, bro. And he was actually posting them. I promise you. You can make money by posting AI. So, nigga, you should not be broke. Work hard, bro, to get what you need to get because nigga is getting bread off of AI.
1,000 monthly listeners, and he became the top artist on iTunes Top 100 Christian and Gospel albums this week.
On
Just
albums
think about
this
all of
week.
the humans
That's crazy.
that ranked below Solomon.
Look, it's fucked up, bro, because it's probably good music. Probably sounds good. But imagine all the people who actually had to work and put in work to make that music.
AI, you'd be pissed. And I guess what's kind of ironic about this is that Solomon is described as a soul artist without a soul. And the thing is, it's not just
Exactly.
Christian music. Last week, an AI-generated song, Walk My Way by Breaking Rust, topped the Billboard's Country Digital Songs chart, and it hit 3 million streams on
Wow.
Spotify. That is crazy. You know what? I'm going to admit it. I've listened to some AI songs not knowing they were AI songs, and I was like, this is a banger.
Yeah, it'd be
and then
good.
You pull up the actual, like, photo, the album cover, and it is, you're like, oh, damn. That's rough. And the thing is, you can't even tell. There's no, like, label that it's AI-generated music. You kind of just have to guess. Now, a human
Yeah.
Christian artist that also released a album that week that, you know, obviously came second, he says that he thinks it's really weird to be opening up your spirit to something that has no spirit and that he will not be listening to any of this AI music. However, the person behind the Solomon AI, he clapped back and he said that this is an extension of my creativity. So therefore, it's art. He said
That's what I'm saying. But is this a black dude?
it's definitely inspired by a Christian. It may not be performed by one, but I don't know why that really matters in the end.
I'm just curious. Is it a black dude? I don't think it matters. If it's Christian, it don't matter if it's a black dude or white dude. He might be a white dude because he's a black dude. He made it a black dude so it could be the opposite of him. Makes sense to me. But How y'all feel about AI music? I feel like the Drake AI music was actually pretty good. And Drake, he was mad at it, but I'm a Drake fan. I fuck with it. Kendrick, they made Kendrick AI. That shit was good. I seen a Michael Jackson AI. That shit was good.
AI just a tool? Is it just extension? Or is it actually replacing human artists? And then just the kind of the nail in the coffin.
I feel like it's replacing it, but it's not. It's like you could do either or still, but you gotta do extra with being a human now.
To show you what
You
we're
know what I
really
mean?
dealing with here. Warner Music Group, right? Massive label, has announced a partnership with AI music group Suno, which it actually sued last year. And now they're partnering together. Warner will now let users create AI-generated music on Suno using the voices and names and the likenesses of artists who opt in to the program. And just for context, they represent artists like Dua Lipa, David Guetta, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran.
So
They're
if
some
they
of the
opt
biggest
in-
artists in the world. So, I was saying all of
What
that.
about
I'm
the people-
very keen to hear.
What about the people who are dead? The artists that are dead that Sony still has under their contract, 100-year, 1,000-year contract. Where does that money go? Or do they opt in for AI music?
your thoughts. Are we corn casseroling with AI music or not? Let
What
me know
does
your
that
thoughts in
mean?
the comments. Moving on. Also this week, oh man, I've been waiting to talk about this one because the video that I did on Saudi Arabia's futuristic city line in the desert, whatever you want to call it, it was one of my best performing videos I've ever posted on TikTok when it was first announced in 2021. And at that time, I was wondering, they said they were going to be able to get their first residents in there by 2025 and have it complete by 2030. And I was like, am I going to be reporting on one day the failure of the line? Is that how quickly it's going to be? Like my career? Well, maybe.
I feel like the
This
line
has
will
been
be
a wild
hot.
week. Saudi not only wanted this line city in the desert to be done by 2030, but they wanted it to be the blueprint for humanity by changing the way people live. It would have zero emissions, no cars.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Host a population of 9 million. It would be 500 meters high, which is taller than the Empire State Building, while also being 170 kilometers long. Oh, and then it would also be encased in a mirror glass facade to make it seamless. But 4 years later, they have now scaled back the 170 kilometers
looks
to
scary.
just 5 kilometers and the 9 million people to just 300,000. But even that is a stretch because right now the only thing that has come from this is the base foundation, so just kind of like the short little line, and even that reportedly cost $50 billion. Holy hell. Now, whilst
50 billion just for that.
still trying to meet the deadline of 2030, the construction
They're
is being
not gonna have
slow,
it by-
it's being
no.
continuously delayed, and now everyone is asking, is this the end of the line? Well, this week, Reuters is
Don't do too
reporting that
much.
Saudi Arabia is now refocusing a lot of their
Don't
budget.
do too much. All Saudi Arabia got to do is go to Vegas real quick, put in a couple parlays, and they finna have another billion up. They finna be $1 billion up, and then head back over there and then put the money into it, and then now they can make the fucking wall.
For this desert city to other projects like artificial intelligence, gaming, and data infrastructure. And also, remember, they also pledged $1 trillion of investment to the United States. So they're being promised to a lot of different things. They report that the line specifically is undergoing a, quote, strategic review for feasibility,
Yeah.
cost, financing,
sense.
and also they suggest a downscaling and re-evaluation. Those are a lot of words to be
No, it
like,
makes sense.
I don't know if we can pull this off. Now, these reports
Yeah.
claim that this is not only because Saudi Arabia had a bit of a financial knock recently with falling oil prices, and also apparently there was not as many foreign investors as expected, but also the construction of the line turned out to be a logistical nightmare and far more expensive than initially anticipated.
Yeah.
I don't believe the concept that they provided could have possibly been under anticipated for how much that would be. That shit looked expensive. Now, some of the claimed architects who have worked on this thing, they did an interview anonymously with some of the press, and they said that they are doubtful of how the city will even align with the laws of physics and be built as imagined. They say things like water and sewage, mail delivery, insurance
Exactly.
systems, and rubbish removal are all unique challenges that they don't understand how they're going to figure out in a vertical city. But here's the thing, you know, with all of these reports that are coming out, I still want to say the one thing that I did love about this is that at least the project was imagining something new. It was exciting to look at. I know.
No, I don't believe that it's gonna happen 2030. But I do believe that they're gonna do what they want to do.
That a lot of you are gonna probably be like, "Oh, it was
be like
you know, just marketing and hype," and maybe. But god damn it, is it not cool to look at something that, you know, is futuristic and is reimagining the way that we can do things. It'll suck if it ends in misery, but
that is what it is.
It's a real possibility.
All right, rapid fire news.
Keep you guys updated as things go on. See you in another couple of years. Also this week, there was a major emergency recall that disrupted thousands of flights around the world, and this little
Delicious.
I got a flight soon, y'all.
here
I got a flight on the
found
16th.
out in the worst way possible. So, yesterday, I'm sat on my flight, all cozy, ready to go on my Asia tour.
Oh, yeah?
From London to Helsinki. Shout out to all my people from Finland watching right now. Your guys' buns are amazing. No weird shit about that. No Diddy. We're talking about literal buns that they gave us in the plane. Should have never even said it. And we were delayed by like 30 minutes, okay? We were wondering, we sat there on the runway, and then we hear the flight attendant talking about there's been some major disruptions to planes, thousands have been canceled, and we might be staying the night in London. And we have connecting flights, like a million different ones. So I'm thinking, ain't no freaking way. So I'm like, all right, let's just kill some time while we wait. I go on TikTok, get in a couple scrolls in. Then I see Max Foster's video. He's a journalist from CNN, and he's doing some breaking news about how Airbus has just done this emergency directive recalling thousands of specifically Airbus A320s because they're not safe to fly. Plus,
you hear that?
doom.
A320s.
I don't hear the reason why.
Buffering.
I look up with my beady little eyes at the back of the freaking chair in front of me. Guess what one I'm on? I am on an A320. What are the chances?
A320.
These things are hitting me. The
That'd be
conclusion,
scary.
the clicking in my brain.
A320,
says,
that's crazy.
All good to go. Let's get out of here, boys. And we take off. I said, shit. This is basically like, you know when you end an episode and it ends on a cliffhanger? That was like that, but my life was on the line.
Nah, that would've been scared.
Spoiler alert, I am alive. But
Came back from
the
the dead.
actual problem, and it's pretty concerning. When I landed, I was able to watch the rest of that video. Terrible time for it to stop.
The plane maker has issued a recall after one A320's flight controls appear to malfunction under intense solar radiation, as they call it, and that can corrupt flight data, according to a statement from Airbus.
Good thing he made it there safe.
That data is critical to flight controls.
Around 6,000 A320 planes were thought to be affected, which is about half of Airbus's fleet. And they said that they discovered that intense solar radiation could interfere with onboard flight control of the computers, which feel like it's pretty important. And how they actually discovered this problem was one flight that was going between the US and Mexico.
US and Mexico. Oh, so I could take that one.
Injuring 15 people and had to make an emergency landing.
Hold on.
Because of solar radiation.
A320. I need to take a picture because I need to make sure I'm not on that shit. Fuck that.
Whatever the hell that means. Now, fortunately, Airbus didn't need to physically recall all of these planes, because if they did, that would be unprecedented freaking troubles. Fortunately, most of these planes were able to fly again within a few hours after undergoing a remote software update. So, all's well that ends well. The News Daddy tour continues. And then, as promised, update on the tour. Well, we have just begun.
That shit's still scary in my head, though.
One of
from
4,
traveling.
Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, China. And China, we will be jumping. We will be jumping.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for joining. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Carmelo Cotton. Life is never rotten. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for joining this stream. And make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube, follow the Instagram, and follow the Twitch. So yeah, let's get into this. We out of here. Peace.